Now, in this module, we will talk about different storage services offered by AWS. Amazon Web Service offer multiple file storage services such as Amazon S3. It's a highly scalable, secure, and durable object storage service that allow you to store and retrieve the data from anywhere on the web. It is designed to store and retrieve any amount of data from anywhere on the web. Amazon EFS or Elastic File System. It is fully managed, highly scalable, and elastic file storage service that provides shared file storage for Amazon EC2 instances. It is designed to support a wide range of workload and applications, including big data analytics, media processing, and content management. Amazon FSx. It's a fully managed file storage service that provide highly scalable file systems that are accessible over the SMB and Lustre protocol. It is designed to support a wide range of workloads and applications, including Windows-based application, high-performance computing, and machine learning. Amazon Storage Gateway. It is a hybrid storage service that enable you to securely store and retrieve data from AWS cloud storage and to connect your on-prem applications with the AWS cloud. It provides a virtual tape library, file gateway, and volume gateway to support a wide range of storage scenarios. Each of these file storage service offers unique features and benefits and can be used for a wide range of workloads and applications. We will talk about these services in detail. Next, let's talk about S3 or Simple Storage Service. Simple Storage Service is a cloud-based object storage service provided by AWS. It allows the users to store and retrieve the data in the form of objects. First, let's understand what is object storage. Object storage is a type of data storage architecture that manages the data as object instead of a block or files. In object storage, each object consists of a data, metadata, and unique identifier. The data can be of any type such as documents, images, videos, or audio files. The unique identifier is used to locate and retrieve the object from the storage system. Object storage is highly scalable and designed to handle massive amount of unstructured data. Object storage in Amazon S3 is a type of data storage that store data as individual object rather than as a file hierarchy or block device. Each object is identified by a unique key and can contain data, metadata, and various access control information. The objects are stored in a flat namespace, meaning that there are no hierarchical relationship between objects, unlike traditional file system. Object storage in S3 is designed to scale horizontally, meaning that it can store an effectively unlimited amount of data by adding more storage nodes to a cluster. This makes it a well suited for storing large amount of unstructured data such as photos, videos, and backup. Object storage system also typically provide features such as versioning, which allow the users to store multiple versions of an object and roll back to a previous version if necessary. S3 provides a simple web service interface that can be used to store and retrieve any amount of data at any time from anywhere on the web. S3 stores the data redundantly across multiple devices in multiple facilities. S3 is highly durable and reliable storage solution for a wide range of use cases, including backup and archival, big data analytics, and disaster recovery. Amazon S3 at a high level lets you store files as object inside of a bucket. Now, bucket are the unit of the organization within S3. You will create a bucket. It will have a set of settings, and then any file that you drop in the bucket can have those settings applied to it. It allows you to store the data automatically across multiple availability zones, which give you the durability and resiliency for your data. Now, another great feature of S3 is that it enables you to have URL access of your files. So if you want to send a link to someone else to access the file within your S3, assuming the permissions are correct, you can actually do that. And it also offers the configurable rule for data lifecycle. So if you want something to expire after a period of time or go to some different storage class, you can do that. It can also serve as a static web host, and we will actually be implementing that later within this module. When you store a object in S3, you can choose the different storage options based on your data accessibility and application architecture. So first of all, we have S3 standard, and by default, if you upload a file to S3, it will have the S3 standard storage class. Then we have the S3 intelligent tiering. And this is the special storage class that will allow you to move your data to a correct storage class based on uses. Then we have S3 standard infrequent access. So if you have data that is not frequently accessed, you can get a lower cost by utilizing this particular storage class. Now it still has the standard resiliency because it leverages the multiple availability zone. But we also have S3 one zone infrequent access, and this is for data that is not frequently accessed. but it is only stored within one availability zone. So you get a much lower cost with this storage class compared to other options. However, you do have a less resiliency. Glacier for long-term archival data that may be retrieved in several hours or even days. Glacier Deep Archive for the lowest cost archival storage with retrieval times of 12 hours or more. Let's talk about these S3 storage classes in more detail. So let's talk about the intelligent tiering first. Intelligent tiering is the only way that you can automatically move the data to the most cost effective storage tier based on access. It has two access tiers. Frequent access tier, this tier store the objects that are frequently accessed. Infrequent access tier, this tier store the objects that are infrequently accessed. The storage class automatically move the object between the two access tiers based on the access patterns and charges a low per object monitoring and automation fee. This makes it a cost effective for data with unknown or changing access pattern. This storage class is useful for customers with data that has unknown or changing access patterns and need a cost effective storage solution. The data stored in intelligent tiering storage class can be retrieved quickly and easily, and it can be transitioned to other S3 storage classes in the future if required. Next, let's talk about the S3 lifecycle policies. Amazon S3 lifecycle policies are used to automatically move the objects between different storage classes or to archive or delete the objects. Lifecycle policies consist of a set of rules that are applied to an object in a specific S3 bucket. Each rule has an action and a transition or an expiration date. For example, a rule might transition a object to the Amazon S3 standard infrequent access storage class 30 days after they are created, and then archive them to Amazon S3 Glacier storage class after 90 days. You can use the lifecycle policies to transition objects to different storage classes. For example, moving data from S3 standard storage to S3 infrequent storage after 30 days. Archive the objects to Amazon Glacier S3. For example, moving data that has not been accessed for 60 days to Amazon S3 Glacier. Permanently delete objects. For example, deleting data that hasn't been accessed for 1 year. You can also set up different rules for different prefixes or object tags so that you can target specific groups of objects within a bucket. You can also create multiple policies for a single bucket, allow you to set different rules for different subset of objects. Lifecycle policies can help you save money on storage cost by automatically moving the data to lower storage class, and can also help you comply with the data retention and archival regulations by automatically deleting or archiving data after a certain period of time. Next, let's talk about the AWS S3 transfer acceleration. S3 transfer acceleration works by routing the traffic over Amazon's optimized network path, and it does it by utilizing the AWS as locations as part of the Amazon CloudFront, which minimizes the distance data need to travel over the internet. This reduces the latency and increases the transfer speed, especially for users who are located far away from the S3 bucket. To use the S3 transfer acceleration, you simply need to enable it on the S3 bucket that you want to use it for. You can then use a special endpoint provided by AWS to upload or download the data from the bucket. It works by using the CloudFront as locations as acceleration endpoint that can upload or download the data to and from the Amazon S3 at a faster speed than a direct connection to the S3 service. This can be particularly useful for users who need to transfer the large file over long distances, such as between different regions or continents. It is worth noting that S3 transfer acceleration may not be beneficial for all use cases. For example, if you are transferring data within the same AWS region over a high speed private network, you may not see any significant speed improvement. However, if you are transferring the data over long distances over the public internet, S3 transfer acceleration can be a useful tool to improve the data transfer speed.